Level 2, Lesson 7. The first character is Han, which means cold. So you have a depiction of a roof. The part under that is two hands offering something up, and then the two dots indicate ice or cold. So we start with the roof. Dian, Dian, Hung Go, Hung Shu, Shu Hung, Pie Na, Dian, Dian, Han. Yo, to wander, to travel, to float, or swim has the Sandian Shui. This next part is a component that's pronounced yen. It means a flag. And then you have a child under the flag, someone wandering or floating, I suppose. Dian, Dian, Ti, Dian, Hung, Pie, Hung, Ja, Go, Pie, Hung, Hung, Ja, Wan, Go, Hung, Yo, Sha. A society or agency, it first depicted Shi, which is to reveal, so some kind of ritual or activity on the earth or in a location. So Sha, originally a society or a group of people. So by extension, an organization or a society. Dian, Hung, Pie, Shu. Dian, Hung, Shu, Hung, Sha. Ding. The phonetic is ding, which means nail, and it's simply phonetic here. Dian, Hung, Ja, Go, Hung, Shu, Go, Ding, to reserve a ticket. Xian, to admire. If you remember Mei, beauty, top part is a sheep, a great sheep. So the sheep component represents things you admire. And then ci, for some reason, is phonetic in this case. Dian, Dian, Hung, Hung, Shu, Hung, Dian, Dian, Pie, Hung Go, Pie, Na, Xian. Mu, also to admire or to envy. And I believe the bottom part may have something to do with cloth, but I don't even know. The top is grass. Hung, Shu, Shu. In this middle part, yeah, probably represents just something else, a screen or a stand or something. And then Hung, Pie, Na. And this is a different form of writing the character for heart. Shugo, Dian, 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 Mu. Qin, relatives. Dian, Hung, Dian, Dian, Hung, Hung. Shugo, Pie, Dian. Qin, and then Qi is also relatives. You have a stroke. This thing, I'm afraid I can't remember what it means. And then we have the spear or halberd. Hung, Pie, Shu, Hung, Hung. Shugo, Dian, Dian. Xiago, Pie, Dian. Qi. Yuan, origin or source. This depicts a cliff or a hillside. There's an opening in the hillside, and water is flowing out of it. And then you also have a mark above that. So it means a source, as in a spring, is a source of water. Hung, Pie, Shu. Shu, Hung, Ja, Hung, Shu Go, Dian, Yuan. Cho, to select, to pull out, or to choose from among a number of things, like to draw, what's the word? Draw a ticket, a drawing, that kind of ticket. We have the Tisho Pong, hand radical, Hung, Shugo, Ti, Shu, Hung, Ja, Hung, Shu, Hung. This right-hand side is phonetic. Yo on its own. Cho. By. By itself means to worship, but also to pay respects to, not necessarily to worship. And it's just a depiction of hands. So here's the hand on the left side. Pie, Hung, Pie. And on the right side, Hung, Shu. By. Fang, to visit. So you've got the mouth, speech radical, Dian, Hung, Ja, Ti, and then Fang phonetic. Dian, Hung, Pie, Hung, Ja. Go, Fang. Cha, to investigate. We've got tree above sunrise. Don't ask me why. Hung, Shugo, Pie, Na. Shu, Hung, Ja, Hung, Cha. Easy, convenient. I believe it has something to do with the with having someone be happy because of appropriate things being done in the home. And then over time, it came to mean convenient or easy. Dian, Hung Go, so there's the roof, and then the thing below is an altar. Shu, Hung Ja, Hung. So the rituals done in the home. E, wrong tone there. Ji, the season. So the season, we have a depiction of he, millet, and zi, seeds. So the grain and fruit in their proper seasons. Pie, Hung, Shu. Pie, Na. Hung, Ja, Wan. Go, Hung, Ji. Shu. The component on the left is phonetic here. The one on the right, Pu, is to hit or strike, which probably doesn't have anything to do with the original meaning in this character. But you can count things with your hand. So there is the depiction of the hand and the stick, and it's been brought out this way. Dian, Hung, Shu. Dian, Pie, Ja, Pie, Hung, Pie, Na. Shu, to number or to count or enumerate. Zu. Again, we have this component at the top, which is a flag. Modern characters, it's written like this, but it's almost never used on its own. And then we have beneath that an arrow. So an arrow and a flag, markers of racial or tribal identity. Dian, hung, pie, hung, ja, go. Pie, hung, pie, dian. Zu. Guo, fruit or result, is just a depiction of a fruit in the tree. And this case is what the fruit looks like. Shu, hung, ja, hung, hung, hung. And then the shu goes through all of that. Shu go, pie, na. Guo. Qian. Top part indicates the thing that you're going to be signing, which is some bamboo slip indicating receipt or some such thing, and then the bottom part is phonetic. Pie, hung, dian, pie, hung, dian, pie, na, hung, shu, pie, hung, qian. Zheng, to confirm, to establish, or prove, or identity. We have the speech radical, and then zheng, which means to rectify, correct. So zheng is a depiction of a foot which has stopped at the line, to be precise, to correct, and all that. Okay, so dian, hung, ja, go, hung, shu, hung, zheng. Ban. Ban is to do some kind of activity, to complete paperwork, procedures, take care of business, and you do that by exercising your strength. And li, strength, is a depiction of the ancient hand plow or digging stick, or you could call it a hoe or a spading fork. And then you've got a phonetic, which is now just represented by two dots. Hung, ja, go, pie, dian, ban. Gai. Probably, likely. This is just a phonetic usage. You have the tree, and then the thing on the right is phonetic, which is a depiction of, I believe, two people facing each other in a kneeling or crouching position. Just phonetic. This character now means chi, is pronounced chi, and it means since or because of. Doesn't have anything to do with the original meaning. Gai. Hung, shugo, pie, dian, hung, ja, hung, shugo, dian, hung, shu, pie, shu, wan, go, gai. Ji, to reach, to attain, or and. Originally a depiction of a person being caught by a hand. So the person is now written up sort of into that kind of thing, and then the hand was written like that, and now it's been reduced to this. Hung, ja, hung, pie, na. Ji. End of lesson 7.